بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Last week we spoke about the usage of the toilet, and we said that it is fundamentally important. The Prophet ﷺ has taught us when we enter the toilet with the left foot, we exit the toilet with the right foot, and also we make the necessary dua when we enter and when we exit the toilet. We also said that the toilet is the place of shaitan, so we don't waste time unnecessarily in the toilet. We go there, we do what we need to do, and then we leave the toilet again. Imam Ghazali also makes mention that when the person is doing the action of toileting, he's using the toilet, specifically means urinating, that when he's done urinating, that he should give a light cough to ensure, whether he's urinating, number one, and number two, to ensure that maximum of the urine leaves his body. Okay, so that to ensure also that when he's done, there's no dripping in the of urine that would then soil his clothing. So to give that light cough, and also to rub in trying to remove as much of the urine as possible. And this is all for us extremely important, so that by the time we start with our salah, that we're in a state of purity. We're in a state of purity, and that we have not soiled ourselves with najis. There's one occasion in the famous hadith of Prophet ﷺ, where the Nabi Muhammad ﷺ passed by two graves, marra biqabrayn, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened for the Prophet ﷺ, and he saw how these two were being punished. And the one was la yastatiru min bawlihi, the one you would not take care when urinating, meaning this person always soiled his clothing when he would urinate, and for that he was being punished in the grave. For that he was being punished in the grave. And that makes it even more important for us how we use the toilet correctly. Ghazali makes mention that when you use the toilet outside, in the Sahara, in the desert, but wherever, even if it is at home, but specifically speaks of the Sahara outside, Sahara is desert. He says that do not urinate on earth, on the ground that is hard. Because if you urinate on the ground that's hard, it's going to splash. Right? And then he also says, it's going to splash, and that will then obviously soil your clothing. And then he makes, and this is taken from the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, don't urinate under fruit trees, places where people take shade, standing water, right? Still stand water that's not moving, and so on. The message is, it's extremely important when we use the toilet, try to take care. Be conscious of what we are doing. Be conscious of we are urinating and how we are cleaning ourselves. Be conscious of how we find the toilet. If we see there's najis on the seat or wherever, especially public toilets, and sometimes even coming to the masjid, first clean them, if you can. And then also try to leave the toilet in the better state than what we found it. Try to leave the toilet in a better state than what we found it. And always ensure that we sit down if it is clean to do so. You find yourself in a public space outside, and sitting will cause you to soil your clothing or your body more, then it's okay for you to stand. Because the purpose is not to splash urine on you. Because if we make salah and we're not in a state of cleanliness, then it would affect the validity of our salah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the understanding. And also when we use the toilet outside, that we do not face the Qibla. We do not face the Qibla and also facing the sun, and also being with our backs to the sun, as taken from a hadith of the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the message is, when we use the toilet, let us be conscious of what we are doing, because using the toilet correctly is also a form of ibadah. Allah grants the understanding. Allah accept our ibadah. Allah grant us tawfiq. May Allah grant all of us success in this life and success in the hereafter.